everyone, and welcome to today's vlog. So today I am going to be showing you guys and talking with you guys about some things that we have been up to here at our house. So if you guys noticed our logo change, I actually might change it back to just like our family picture, but we changed our logo to our Homestead logo. So we are three sisters, Homestead and Bakery. And no, we did not move. We are still at our same house, but we have taken up the lifestyle and trying to learn the homesteading way. I guess you could call it. That's so weird to talk about. Okay. But I just wanted to show you guys what we've been up to and encourage you to, I don't know how to say this, how to put this like the best way. I know that a lot of people are looking for space, for land and things to be able to homestead, grow your own food, things like that. And I want to encourage you. Now, this is a phrase that is coined by the YouTuber Roots and Refuge, Jess on Roots and Refuge, to turn your waiting room into a classroom. And I have really been trying to do that here at this house. I need to get back in the sun. We love our house. It is a good size. It's actually a little bit small for us, but we're making it work. It's a good size. It's in a great location where we live. It's very close to the girls' school. We're close to our little downtown area, which is really small, but you know, we can walk and get ice cream and things like that. And we actually have a decent size property. It's one of the larger properties in the neighborhood. So we have probably like a little bit over an acre total. And we are in city limits, so we do have limitations, but let me tell you what we have been doing. So right here behind me, I have our garden, and I am actually going to be expanding it probably this fall. It's kind of small right now, and I actually didn't plant it like I would have liked this summer, because I was trying to get my sourdough business up and running and trying to get that all figured out. I kind of missed my window for starting seeds. I was just like behind on all of that, but we are still growing things. So in this bed I have, let me see if it's so bright out here right now, guys. I can't even see what I'm filming. Okay, so this is just wildflowers. There's a lot of grass, but there's also a lot of wildflowers. We've got the bees that are buzzing on the flowers. I just really like flowers, so I'm going to be actually harvesting some of these flowers today. The bees have had their chance to get the pollen from these, so I'm going to harvest these, and we have plenty more coming. Then over here I have my tomatoes. You guys, these are all volunteer tomatoes. I did not plant any of them, and I'm so thankful, because my starts, yeah, we're not gonna they just did it. I didn't do a great job. So the tomatoes are all volunteers. I just left some tomatoes that had fallen off of the plant last year, and this is what we have this year. I did end up buying, we don't eat a lot of peppers, but I did want to be able to make some sauces and stuff, so I did get some 2 pepper plants, which is plenty for us for this year at least. Next year I'll definitely be planting more. And then over here we have our squash, which my squash this year are just not, I don't know what's wrong with them. They're not happy. Something did kind of run through here, so I don't know if they did something, but and then cucumbers on the back. I need to get a trellis so they can climb up. I think that would make them much happier. I'm about to water, so everything kind of looks sad. Cabbage. I have never successfully done cabbage. These are from seed. and it's just getting too hot for them. Even though these did, like, they're heading up, this one's a little bit soft, so I think there's probably some bug damage in there when I open it. I'm just letting it go right now, and then when it looks really bad, I'll feed it to the chickens. But next year, hopefully I'll get them in the ground, or actually in the fall, I'll get them in the ground sooner so I can get cabbage. I love making sauerkraut. It's so easy, so good for you. Love it. My green stock, I have beans, and up here is peppermint. And then I have basil down here, and some lemon, what is this? Lemon balm? What do I have in here? I don't remember. Oh, that's so bad. So this is my garden for right now. Like I said, I'm gonna be expanding. So I'm actually going to be making the rows really long. Probably gonna do 3 more. And then I'm gonna be doing arched trellises to do my beans over and cucumbers. But yeah, this whole space is gonna be taken over by garden. The girls love to play back here, but they also love to be in the garden and help mommy in the garden. So, and they still have, we still have all this space back here also. So actually, one of the first things we did on our property was we got bees. That was one of our first kind of like steps into homesteading. And okay, this back, it's a hot mess, but the bees like it. The bees like weeds, just remember that. So that is our hive right there. It is a horizontal hive, so it goes side to side. We don't go up. And the bees are back here. It's in a fenced-in area, so the girls don't go back there and mess with them, even though the bees really could care less. The only thing is during a dearth, they get a little bit more testy, but our girls have never been stung. Bees are a really good thing to start with, because pretty much no matter where you live, I mean, if you're in an apartment, you can't keep bees, but you can. There are so many farmers that would really like to have bees on their property to be able to pollinate their crop. So there's a lot of times you can partner with a farmer to be able, the chickens are talking, to be able to partner with a farmer that might allow you to put bees on their property. So that is an option. Another thing, chickens. So we're in city limits. We have 4 chickens, guys. Right? You count them? 4? They're quiet, except for when they're talking. They probably want some food, which I will feed them here in just a second. But they're quiet. They don't smell. They're great. They give us eggs. Chickens are in. Oh my gosh, the girls love the chickens. Magnolia, not so much. She's a little bit skittish when it comes to animals, like dogs, any like kind of animal. She's a little bit skittish. Ivy loves them. Ivy will go in there and just pick them up. Same with Ruby. Ruby loves the chickens. They will just go in and get the chicken, pick them up. It's so cute. So they are in here right now. We actually got them, this is our coop that we have, but we actually got them a new coop. We are in the process of putting up this, like that run, and then we're gonna attach the 2 runs together to make one big run. And that is what I am able to do here on my property. But let me tell you guys, do not let it stop you. If you want to do this, find a way to do it. Learn. If you can't grow your own stuff, then learn how. Go to the store, buy the best. The sun, we need to adjust. There you go. If you cannot grow your own stuff right now, maybe you don't have any space, green stalks are great. I grow all my green beans in the green stalks. They grow better in the green stalks than they do in the ground for me. Strawberries are great in the green stalks. You can do tomatoes, you can do peppers, you can do potatoes. You can do so many things in the green stalks, and they do not take up much space at all. It is vertical planting. Here's my green stalk over here. It's got flowers in it right now. Again, I did not plant those, they volunteered, and I also have some strawberries up on the top. But you guys, you do not have to have a lot of space to be able to grow food. But if you can't do that, go to the store, get the best quality that you can afford, and learn how to can. I have not done that yet, but I do have a canner. I got one for Christmas, so canning is on the menu this season. I'm really excited to get into that. Learn how to cook from scratch. One of the things that Jess from Roots and Refuge talks about, and is something that I totally agree with, is you need to be able to steward what you have well. You need to be able to steward well what you have, so that when you get what it is that you want, you will know what to do with it, and you will be able to steward that well. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to learn how to grow the food. What do I do when I grow the food? Because then if I do end up getting my big property, I'm gonna be overwhelmed with trying to learn all these new things all at once. Where I can start small now, I can do the little things now, so that in the future I'll be set up. Another thing, find farmers or other homesteaders in your area that you can partner with. We were talking about getting goats, and we do have this side lot right here where the truck is. It's about a 1/4 acre. It's big enough for us to have a few goats on, especially the Nigerians, which is what we were looking into. And it's not part of our neighborhood. It's actually separate, so it's a separate thing from our house. We could put goats on it. However, we have some neighbors that would not appreciate that, and I just don't want to get into that argument. I don't want to spend all the money on the infrastructure and then get fussed at by people. That's not how I work. So we have found somebody that we have partnered with, and I go over and I help her milk the goats. If she goes out of town, I a lot of times will go over there and I will do her farm chores. So her chickens and her goats. I will feed them, I will milk them, she has some bottle babies, they're so cute. I'll feed the bottle babies, I'll do it all in exchange for, ooh, mosquito, in exchange for the raw milk. I feel like raw milk is very important. Everybody has their own opinions about it. For us, we drink raw milk, and we can't afford to buy raw milk in the store. It is very expensive, and we don't have the ability right now to have our own goats. So I am helping somebody who needs some help every now and then for an exchange. So you can definitely do things like that. I'm actually going to be talking to another farmer soon. I'm going to see if they would allow us to do meat birds on their land. So we could probably do meat birds here, but it would just be enough for our family. And then we've talked about doing some for some neighbors down the street. But I would like to do it on the big scale to be able to sell at the market. Let me go inside and talk to you about cooking. So another way you can use your skills is in the kitchen. Learn how to cook from scratch. Learn how to use those ingredients that if you were on your big property, your final property, the things that you would be growing, the things that's both animal proteins and veggies. Learn how to cook with all these things. Learn how to cook with different cuts of meat. If you decide to raise your own cattle, they're not just going to give you ground beef. They're going to give you all the pieces. So learn how to cook with all those pieces. A chicken. You butcher your own chickens. They're not going to be packaged in these nice little boneless, skinless chicken breasts. They're going to come as a whole chicken. So buy whole chickens from the store. Learn how to cook them, how to work with them, how to cut them down into the pieces that you want. Things like that are really important so that when you do get onto your property, you will know how to do these things. You won't have to be learning all this stuff from the beginning. You can do these things now as you're waiting. I do my own bread, and actually I have started selling at a local butcher shop. So I do sourdough bread, and I also do house pickups. So that's giving me a lot of practice learning how to work with dough. So I know that in the event that I can't get yeast at the store, which happened, I don't need it. I can make bread things for my family without having to use yeast. All I need is flour and water. We've got that. Alright, so that is my little spiel on what we have been up to lately. I'm also giving you guys encouragement on turning your waiting room into a classroom. Thank you, Jess, for putting that into words. That's like the best way to put it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little update. We'll be back to our regular vlog types on Thursday. Let me know, do you guys like seeing what I'm cooking? I try to keep it very simple, but also I do cook from scratch, but it's super simple, you guys. Those chicken nuggets, how easy was that? All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.